Hello there, and welcome to Hammerman for today, April the 10th? April the 10th, I'm doing some math here. So, to everybody who, offered well wishes and get wells and all that stuff, thanks guys very much. Feeling a million times better. As you can tell, wearing a normal t-shirt, not wearing blankets, which is, I'm kind of glad that War Factory was just like a 3-minute video, and I was like, alright, let's do this. In and out, no problems. Because, oh man, Hammerman today, a bit longer of a video, and I feel like if I had tried to do this, even just yesterday, probably would not have turned out well. Good news is, today is today and not yesterday. I feel like that should be in a fortune cookie or something. Anyways, so stages 1 and 2, pretty standard. I was pretty impressed with myself. There was no tanks on stage 1, so I pulled off the flawless, and I was like, yes, yes. Unfortunately, stage 2 had tanks, so that was the end of that. But still, I felt pretty good about myself for doing a flawless level with no ice and no prototypes. I'm pretty happy. I'm excited about it. Simple mind, simple pleasures. You get the idea. Anyways, so stage 2 goes down almost as easy as stage 1, and stage 3 is the beginning of the Grens. Now, I saw the Grens and I was like, alright, if I've been taught anything by the last couple of Hammermans, the Grens aren't going to come out first boats. And then I was like, okay, if I go by left to right, Grens won't be able to come out first boat, because it'll be Riflemen. Yeah, turns out I was so wrong. The good news is I was, I guess, maybe only half wrong, because the Grens did come out on the first boat, but the defenses in place were able to do work on the Riflemen and the Grens. They took out at least half of the Grens? I don't know, maybe more. I feel like a lot of Grens went down, which was fantastic, because honestly, once the, I guess, second wave hit with the tanks and the Riflemen, it started to turn into, like, Rifleman, tank, Gren. There weren't medics, but, like, I've seen videos of people rolling Rifleman, tank, Gren, medic, and it's pretty impressive. They really only have, like, one boat of Riflemen out there in front of the tanks just to get whacked by, like, boom cannons and whatnot, but it's really effective at some of the high-end stuff that I've seen. And then I was like, okay, stage 4, we've got Grens again. I'm not gonna be fooled. I'm gonna make sure the Grens are going there, or the anti-Gren base is there and ready. First load, no Grens. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. One day, somehow, I'll figure it out. I don't know. I guess I could just beach my base and lose once for everything. No, not even. Actually, moving on. So yeah, things are going really smoothly, even though the Grens kind of threw me a bit of a curveball by coming in last. As you can see, the rocket launchers are still able to do some serious damage to them, as well as the shock launcher, I guess. And over on the left-hand side where the tanks are chilling, there's still a boom cannon well alive, doing horrible things to those tanks. So really, it's just a matter of time until all of the troops that Phil is attacking with get squashed. Then we'll move on to stage 5. Now, I as usual, I do have you can actually see right there in the top corner, a hot pocket and a damage amp just kind of sitting there in wait, because I don't, I'm trying to get as far as I can without breaking it out, but those are actually hanging around from last week's Hammerman, which they were kind of still hanging around, just because of the cycle and the 3 defenses and the, like, things are a little different now, I guess. So I just kind of left them back there, and I saw 5, and I was like, well, I don't know, I might have to drop them. We got a Scorcher coming out here, we got a whole bunch of Riflemen and Warriors and crazy things going on, but you know what, with the machine guns and the flamethrowers, even with the target lock bug being fixed, with the upgrade to the machine guns, it really still is pretty impressive. Like, they are chewing through a lot. Like, they're chewing it through anything that comes up to them, honestly. Let's not kid ourselves here. And I'm still not sure, I'm not sold on the medics not being bugged. The medic's healing ability certainly isn't where one would expect it, but apparently it's a mislabeling and not an issue with the amount of healing being done. But the good news to that is, I feel like the waves with medics are still a little bit easier than they used to be. So, for whatever reason, whether it's just being calculated differently or being spread out differently, or I'm not sure what would possibly cause that. If Phil reads the labels instead of something else, I don't know. But the good news is, as you could see, this level actually had some medics in, I think, the first wave, and they just got absolutely fried. I guess, okay, partially probably because they went up against a hot pocket and they got some molten cheese in the face, but there seems to be a lot more to it than just that. Oh, the old rope-a-dope, go hot pocket. Oh, gosh, I like it so much. It really is, I'm pretty sure, my favorite, my favorite prototype. It's just fun. At least against Hammermen. Well, even against player attacks. Every once in a while, someone forgets about the hot pocket, rolls in with their tanks, and like, you just watch 6 or 7 tanks get melted before they figure out what's going on. And then they start like trying to shock things and retreat and all kinds of crazy stuff, and it's kind of it's entertaining. What can I say? And especially if you're using Souls base for defenses, it's great positioning where you can put the hot pocket. If you don't know what I'm talking about, definitely check out his video about his base design and stuff. I think he's even actually released maybe a second one or a new one since the 3 prototype stuff has come out. And if it's as awesome as the first one, definitely, guys, go check that out. If you're trying to earn more intel for your task force, that might be the way to do it. Or you could just get like the daily chest, because apparently they're including intel in that now, which is awesome, because we're overflowing with intel now. It's great. Anyways, guys, all in all put together, this is kind of how you take things apart with Phil. He's gonna go down like a chump, even if I did lose the hot pocket on this run. The boosted up rocket launchers in the back there just do work on all those Riflemen. And then the tanks, the 4 tanks, run into a wall of damage boosted boom cannons and sniper towers, and they're not going to last against that for long. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully this has been helpful. Hopefully it's been entertaining. And most importantly, hopefully you guys have a fantastic day.